Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and here we have another much more recent figure that has been added to my collection, and it is the Studio Series Voyager Class 86 Hotrod, and I think he looks quite nice. Yes, he is more of a deluxe scale for the actual figure, but he is marked at the Voyager price point, but that doesn't matter. Oh, sorry, y'all can't see that. But other than that, I think he looks great in his vehicle mode. But little mishaps have just this side on my copy does not like to tab in or just stay as flush as this side does. So yeah, I think he looks nice. I love the flame details and the nice headlights on the front, and of course his big yellow spoiler, which looks very nice. The exhaust pipes look nice with the included blast effects, giving it a nice, like he's zooming around Cybertron or Velocitron or wherever he is racing at. Of course, you can see the engine, and there are 2 tabs here and 2 tabs here, which both blasters can tab on either here or here on both sides, just like that. And then the saw just taps on, alright. But to be warned, it will cause stress marks. My saw definitely has some stress marks on it, so just be warned, don't use too much force to get it on there. But yeah, you can have them on the roof or both on the hood, just like that. So yeah, of course you can do something like that or anything else. And then, so removing all of the accessories, let's get into vehicle mode comparisons. So here we have Hotrod with Prime. I think they look great. And then, so yeah. And then here we have Hotrod and Wheeljack. And then here we have Hotrod and the Cliff Jumper mode. And then finally, a more 86 style character. Here we have him with RC. So yeah, that's a scale. So let's get into accessories and then transformation. So yeah, let's go. So here are all the accessories for Studio Series 86 Hotrod, and this is why he was priced at a Voyager price point. So yeah, sorry. But yeah, because he comes with 2 different blasters, which I think look quite nice. They are molded in red and then painted in silver, which looks quite nice. Here's one of them. Looks very nice. And then here is the other. I think this is my favorite blaster, just of the design. Then of course his saw. I have not seen the movie, or I've seen a good amount of the cartoon, but I'm not exactly sure where the saw is from. So please do tell me where it's from down in the comments below, because I'd love to go watch that episode. But yeah, there's some details there and on the actual saw for like the spinning motion, which I think is quite nice. And it, obviously, as you can see, it spins. Very nice. Then of course there's the port for it to plug onto his arm, but we'll get into that in robot mode. So yeah, and of course the 2 exhaust so that's shooting, blast effects, and of course they can plug onto the gun easily. Go pew 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 pew. And then he comes with 2 of those. They are the exact same thing. And of course he comes with another matrix of leadership. And then, it is the same as the one that came with Prime, except it is a darker plastic. And I do actually prefer this one with Prime, so after this video I'll be giving this to Prime. But yeah. Then of course the matrix blast effect, which just kind of squeezes right onto the matrix, just like that. he is lighting the Autobots' darkest hour. And I think it looks quite nice. Yeah. So yeah, other than that, there's all the accessories. And before I forget, let's look at his box. So first of all, let me adjust the camera. So here's his box. Beautiful artwork of Hotrod using the Matrix, Studio Series 8604, Transformers the movie, Autobot Hotrod, Studio Series. He is a Voyager class, technically a deluxe class, but that's what he's priced at. On this side, Studio Series 86, Hotrod, authentic Transformers. On the top, Transformers the movie, and then on the back, the obligatory product shots. I think it's nice, except the window and his visor are the wrong color. I think it's fine. 29 steps. Hotrod lights the darkest hour. And there's the backdrop, and let's get that out real quick. So, of course, you gotta just pull everything out. So, I'll just cut to getting the backdrop out. So yeah, let's do that. And of course, here we are with the backdrop. And yes, this has been sitting in the box until the review, so it is very, very safely. Just kind of bending the cardboard a little bit. Here we have the giant diorama of him in Unicron, getting ready to use the Matrix. I may not have seen the movie, but I definitely know what this scene is from. And of course, we can just put Hotrod displayed in the middle, just like that. And I'll bring this back out again in Robo Mode to have him posed like this in Robo Mode. But yeah, so transformation for Hotrod is pretty simple, but also pretty complex for a deluxe. So what I do, and it's pretty helpful for the arms, is just untabbing the hood and then bringing in these headlight sections right there, and then you can kind of just pull the arm away from the other exhaust pipe, kind of just hooks in there, and then just swinging it around. Same on this side, just untabbing it, swinging it around, and then you can untap. You can pull out the knee, and then kind of just pull down and out to undo the legs, and then just kind of fold this piece up and leave it like that. And then you can take the windshield and fold that back, then fold the head out and rotate it 180 degrees. Then take the chest and fold it up, rotate that 180, and then fold the hood down and lock it into place. Then bring this entire assembly down, and then there are two tabs here and here that will tab into the slots on the chest, just like that. Then just unfold this piece and rotate this. Then this will kind of just kind of store right there. Same on this side, just like that. And there is the arms and chest done. For the backpack, you kind of is really just folding this around, and then this tab and hook will tab into there and hook over that, just like that. And then the entire upper torso is done. Now let's move on to the legs. So you just untap the wheel and fold it all the way around, and then fold out the leg, fold down the toe, and then untap the wheel and exhaust from this section of the leg, just like this, and fold that in. Then collapse the rest of that into the leg, and bring it down. And then second verse, just like the first. Sorry, that's the line. Sorry. Yeah, same thing. Just unfold, fold it in, fold foot out, and fold in. And then lastly, just rotate the waist, and you're done. So yeah. So here we have Hotrod in his robot mode, and I think he looks fantastic. For what I've seen of Hotrod, he looks spectacular with the wheels as shoulders, the flame on the chest, all of the slight different paint on the actual head and crest, silver paint on the forehead, and then the nice light blue eyes. He looks great. Then the Autobot insignia right on his chest. And he doesn't have a lot of paint, but it's a lot of colors. I think it's great. A lot of it looks or is molded plastic, and I think it is. That is a great job by Hasbro. Of course, you can see the orange, red, and yellow. And it's nice, like, kind of gray, purple, blue kind of color. Not exactly sure what it is. Please tell me in the comments below if you feel like it. But yeah, so articulation for Hotrod is spectacular. It has a ball joint in the head, which can look down that far and up that far. And you can get a good tilt. And of course, you can do the full 360, which is pretty helpful because of transformation. And then full 360 in the arms. Unfortunately, his spoiler does get in the way of that. And the arms can go out 180. And then there is a butterfly joint right here. I know, because if we open up the chest, you can see the mushroom peg right there. And any tips for any stop motion channels out there, you can use that joint, and just like this, you can just remove the arm just like so. It's a little difficult, but just like that. And then once you, of course, get this all back and tidy, you can act like he just got his arm ripped out of its socket, or anything you wish to use that for. So feel free to use that for any stop motion ideas. So yeah. So, oh, and speaking of stop motion ideas, let's finish the articulation, and then I have something I would like to show y'all. Yeah. And then, of course, way more than 90-degree bend at the elbow on a single joint, and bicep rotation, and wrist swivel, and the hands can open and close to hold the matrix. And then wrist and waist swivel, and then legs can kick forward that far and back that far, but they can do the full splits. And then a very tight thigh swivel, and well more than 90-degree bend at the knee on a single joint. But you can use the transformation joint to push the knee down a little bit and get it to bend like that instead of like this. So that gives you some more different posing abilities if you wish. Then of course, toe can tilt, or the whole foot can tilt, and then a slight ankle rocker. But yeah, I think that looks great. But the thing another gimmick I wanted to show y'all for stop motion viewers is what you can do with Prime. Actually, I know that's not this video, but just hear me out. Is if you take the matrix out, there is a port in the middle of his chest, and the port in the middle of his back. If you can see what I'm going here, you'll know what I'd be doing. And if you take this blast effect, I think it's from Sound Barrier, if I'm not mistaken. No, actually it won't fit. Well, you can take this. Oh, hold on. You can take this, the long blast effect from Jetfire, and peg it into the chest. And then you can kind of combine these or whatever, and plug that into the back. Make sure this stays tapped in. You're gonna have it as Prime is getting shot, like through the chest, or flip it around some way and he's getting shot through the chest or the back or whatever. But yeah, use that with what you wish, because Prime just got shot, and that's when he needs the to give the Matrix to Hotrod. But yeah, that was a little stop motion thing I thought of, if that hasn't already been done. But yeah, feel free to use that. So, real quick, we'll go into scale, and then we'll get into all his gimmicks and accessories and robot mode and all of that. So, of course, here he is with Prime not being shot at. And as you can see, he is good, he has some good height. Oh no, good height with Prime. But I got this figure Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, and I have not been able to put him down. He is a blast to mess with. Here he is with Wheeljack, a normal deluxe, and he towers over him. He is like a head taller. He is huge. He is a quite, I know he's considered a Voyager at the price point, but scale, he's just a really tall deluxe. And of course, here he is with RC. And then here he is with Hubcap, the Cliff Tripper mold, obviously. But yeah, maybe I'll do a follow-up video, or at the beginning, I'll probably just do a follow-up video with Hotrod, with RC, because I have Springer, Magnus, RC. I think I have some other 86 characters, but I'll make sure to find all the ones I have and do a little picture with Hotrod in it. If I could do a community post, I would do that instead, but I can't. I might do a short actually. But yeah, and I can do a short showing off the big Bionicle project I told you about. I think it was in the last video or whatever, but yeah. Anyways, let's move on to all his gimmicks, which I think definitely adds to his playability. So yeah. What you can do is, if you open up the head, I think that just looks really funny. He goes from this to traditional hot rod, they all know and love, to just looking like, huh? What am I doing? Yeah. And then you can just fold out his visor, and he looks great with the visor. Get it to focus on him. But yeah, looks great with the visor on. But yeah, and real quick, take a moment to just admire Hotrod. I had to fix my lighting problem. My lights. There we go. Gotta fix the other one. Sorry, just have to do this real quick. That should help with the brightness, but yeah. So let's move on to his blasters. They both can peg into his hands. Just have to open his hands, just like that. Now he can shoot down Decepticons or Galvatron, or whoever he chooses to shoot. And of course, you can attach the included blast effect, which I think looks quite nice. And then you can take the blaster. As you can see, it's painted because on this blaster, the paint is starting to actually chip away the corner. Right there, if my camera will focus on it. No, not my hand. But yeah, if you can tell right there. Now, there we go. The paint is chipping a little bit right there, but that just tells you that it's actually red plastic. So yeah, they can just tab in on the back, just like that. I'll focus again. So yeah, you can so as we go on, I'll kind of just store the weapons, which I think will look kind of cool. And then another gimmick, or what I call gimmick, is that if y'all don't already know, the forearms open up, and if you twist around the right hand, if you'll reveal as a little welder. Also, please do tell me when this is from, because I'm not sure of that either. Then if you do the left arm, this is where you get that 5mm port to attach the saw onto. And just take the port, the peg and port, push them together. There you have him, kind of like in a workshop or something. But yeah, you can chop away at Decepticons, and Will still spins quite nicely. But yeah, then of course you can take the blast effects and plug them onto the arms, like he's using. Like he just shot his exhausts at the Decepticons. But yeah, that's reverted. And then of course you can still peg the saw onto the guns right there, just like so. Once you do that, it does start to give him some sort of a backpack. But yeah, just giving him his hands back, we can show him off using the Matrix. Of course, just like Prime, although I think it is done a little bit better because of how his arms are and everything, you can kind of just give him the Matrix, and you can light the Autobots' darkest hour when they are against Galvatron and Unicron. There, Hotrod becomes Rodimus Prime. Oh, and hopefully I will get the what is it? The Commander class Rodimus Prime. I really would like to add him to my collection. So yeah, I will try getting him soon enough. But yeah, so I think that covers all of his accessories. Ooh, one more thing. Him with his backdrop. Of course, here we can have Hotrod hold the Matrix of Leadership once again. It is still a little challenging to get him to hold it just right. Just gonna get the accessories out of the way. But so yeah, that kind of finishes off the video, but I'm gonna get him in the pose and do the end card. And of course, here we have Hotrod using the Matrix of Leadership in Unicron. At least I think this is in Unicron. Please do correct me if I'm wrong and wherever this scene takes place. But yeah, you have Hotrod, where he's using them. Just gonna lift the camera up. Where he's using the Matrix to light the darkest hour of the Autobots. And I think the actual backdrop looks very nice of the paint, and of course, 8604 Studio Series, Transformers movie, Transformers 86. And this is A Generations, and it is authentic. But yeah, that pretty much sums up this video. I do hope you enjoy. This was a very long video. I was just trying to make sure I get all the details, all the bits and pieces of Hotrod, because he does come with a lot of stuff, and he had a lot of stuff to cover. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. Feel free to share like all of the fun stuff in the comment, and then feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you feel like, and stay tuned for future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.